Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Premanandini Devidasi from Ashburn, Virginia. I really ask for your sincere, please forgiveness for stopping your ecstatic chanting. And I thank you for joining the morning japa session. I'm gonna read quote by two Matajis today. They just came up one after the other, and I felt like they were really connected. So, first quote is by Her Grace Sriji Priya Devidasi. In relationships, ego waits for a perfect apology, but devotion teaches forgiveness. A devotee's heart may feel pain, but it does not allow that pain to become hatred. Bhakti slowly teaches us to become soft, humble, and forgiving. Second quote is by Her Grace Nitai Sevini Mataji. No act of love or service goes unseen by Krishna. His grace finds you even when you expect nothing in return. Our Bhagavatam speaker will be joining us shortly. May I know who all have joined the call today?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna to all the devotees. This is Surendra from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Surinder Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees on this call. This is Geeta from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Geeta Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining.
Hare Krishna, Premanandini Mataji and all the Samari devotees. Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shamarasika Devidasi and Nikunjara Siddhas from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna, Shamarasika Mataji and Nikunjaras Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your association today.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Amritamani Devidasi. Dandavat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Amritamani Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the call today.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all devotees. This is Malini from Ashburn, Virginia. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Malini Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the call.
Hare Krishna, this is Vinod Maheshwari.
Hare Krishna, Vinod Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your wonderful association.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Oh, go ahead, Geeta Mataji.
It's okay. You can do and I'll do it. You can do your critique.
Okay, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Radha Seva from Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Hare Krishna, Radha Seva Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the call.
Hare Krishna to you and to all the devotees. This is Ishita from Orlando, Florida. Dandavat Pranam to you and to all the devotees. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the call today. I see that our speaker Prabhuji has joined. Anyone who would like to go? This will be the last
Hare
person.
Krishna Mataji. My Dhanan Pranam to you and all the devotees on the call. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Delhi.
Hare Krishna, Rupini Padma Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Nitya Harinam Sangha or morning Bhagavatam session. Today we are extremely fortunate to have His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhu joining us from Detroit, US. Prabhuji is going to enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 21, Text 14. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, whenever you are ready, you may take over the call. I have given you co-host.
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति पदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वर शुभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरु सुखवासन्द बीजपत्तानं पावनं वैष्णव्यानुमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदी गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुनन्दनाथं परमानंद माधव श्री चैतन्येश्वरं नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय दर्शन भक्तान्त स्वामी नमस्ते गौरवाण चार्य ऋषिष्ण ते सर्वे वामनं हन्तुं शूलापट्टिसपानयः अनिच्छन्त बलिराजन् प्राद्रवन् जातमन्यवः O king, the demons, aggravated by their usual anger, took their lances and tridents in hand. Against the will of Bali Maharaj, they pushed forward to kill Vamandev. Hare Krishna. So Vamandev, very interestingly, of course, there's no purport. We'll continue reading all the verses. But, because there's a nice point here, I just want to emphasize on that. Vamandev did not kill Bali Maharaj. Mahakrishna, because Bali Maharaj is a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. There's a pure devotee in this. So, sadhana hridayam mahyam sadhanam hridayam to ham padanyate na janate na hantebhyo managape. Krishna loves his devotees. I know I know no one but my devotees. My devotees don't know anybody but me. You know. So what he did, but he has to set the situation right, right? So he has to adjust the situation. What he did, for the sake of his devotees, Krishna is willing to become a beggar. Hare Krishna. That is the amazing thing. That is the amazing thing. So, but he has to do something. He has to set the situation right. So what is the plan he made? I'll become a beggar. Hare Krishna. So the Supreme Lord has all the qualities at an unlimited level. So he has a humility also at unlimited level. So what he did, he asked for by three phases of land, and 3 pieces of land, and Bali Maharaj gave it, against all the odds. Bali Maharaj, because of he knew the philosophy, he understood, and by the association of his grandfather, and he gave the charity. Then Vamandev, he measured. First step, he conquered the higher planet system. Second step, he conquered the lower planet system. Now he's telling what next. What about the third step? Hare Krishna. So when demons saw that, Krishna, Vishnu, it's visibly visible that Vishnu is actually on the other side. So demons means they are Rajoguna. If anyone who has Rajoguna, little bit of little bit things go against their will, against their wish, they become angry. That's the nature of Rajoguna. We may be chanting for so many years, but somebody does something that we don't like, or this false ego ahankar, what it will do is it will shield it will protect our interests. Whenever we think, it may not be right too, whenever we assume our interests are being affected, immediately it will become angry. So externally it is mind, front lines. Internally it is ahankar. Because of the ahankar, the pure spirit soul, we identify with the temporary metal body. I think I'm a woman, I'm a man, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I have 2 children, I have 3 children, I have this much money. So because of this false ego, we create an identity for ourselves which is not true. How many of you are listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Hari.
Prabhuji.
So and that is Maya. भूमिरापनलो वायु कम्मनो बुद्धिरेव अहंकारमित्यमे भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टदा अपरेम तस्तन्यम प्रकृति विद्यमे परम जीवभूत महाभाव एयम धार्यते जगत. I learned one thing in my so called spiritual life. It's very easy to quote verses when somebody is listening. When you're there for a long time, people listen also, and if you are not careful, that will increase your false ego. Correct. And when you tell this, people think you're honest also. Hare Krishna. And they think you're thoroughly honest, you're amazing. But one person knows the reality. I have a question for all of you. Who is that person? You may be honestly telling also. But our honesty is only during the class. So unless we are willing to change, I'm talking to myself actually. That's why we should listen to this class every day. Should run. take the association of devotees. Otherwise, we have created a opinion, we have created an opinion about our identity, which is actually not true. I'm a monk, I'm a temple president. I sing very well, I speak very well. I. What is that I? Which is different from the body, different from the mind, different from the ego. But ego is so subtle, we can't even perceive. So externally it is the mind connected with senses, but internally it is ahankar. But I asked a question, who knows that reality? Let us see. You can unmute and answer also.
One who is self-realized, Prabhuji.
No. Whatever we are talking, maybe our humility is only during the class, I said. So who knows the reality about us, I'm asking.
We know, Prabhu. And Krishna
Prabhuji,
knows. And Krishna knows.
Guru
yes.
Maharaj.
Everything.
Okay, somebody, so Mati
Atma and Paramatma.
Yeah, Paramatma knows everything about us.
super soul.
Super.
Now Krishna is super soul, he knows, We don't know actually, no. We have some idea, maybe some percentage, but 100% Krishna, super soul knows. So they become angry actually. So for the sake of time, we'll read a translation. O king, when the associates of Lord Vishnu saw the soldiers of demons coming forward in violence, they smiled. Taking up their weapons, they forbade the demons to continue their attempt. Immediately. So Vishnu, the Krishna is, so the soldiers of Vishnu immediately, so their Lord is in, of course, nobody can kill Vishnu. Their Lord is, so the demons are attacking. So what they did, immediately they also, Nanda Sananda Jay Vijay Prabal Bal Kumuda Kumudaksha Vishwaksena, Pattarirat means Garuda. Sorry, Patatirirat, Patatirirat, Garuda, Jayanta, Srutadeva, Pushpadanta, and Pushpadanta means his teeth are like flowers, very interesting. And Satvata, what the associates of Lord Vishnu, they were as powerful as 10,000 elephants. And now they began killing the soldiers of the demons. When they attack, immediately, we are also ready, Because sometimes you cannot, what is it? Non-violence is a diplomacy, Prabhupada writes. And they're coming with weapons, and you say Shanti, 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 they'll kill and go away. So immediately they responded. When Balimara saw that his own soldiers were being killed by the associates of Lord Vishnu, he remembered the curse of Sukracharya and forbade his soldiers to continue fighting. That is intelligence. So, he just conquered Indra, but now is because of the Guru's curse. Guru's curse. Guru's curse. His soldiers are being killed. So, oh Prachiti, oh Rahu, oh Nimi, please hear my words. Don't fight. Stop immediately. For the present time is not in our favor. Oh Daityas, by human efforts, no one can supersede the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You can bring happiness and distress to all the living entities. Who is responsible for our happiness and distress? We ourselves. Action and reaction. So we do not know what we have done. But in this world, we went through billions and billions of lifetimes. So when the today's, whatever is happening, there's so many lifetimes, we don't know what we did. So the reaction is some happiness, some distress. And we cannot, so this is, this whole thing is under Krishna's plan. Actually, Krishna doesn't have day-to-day, day-to-day affairs. Krishna doesn't have role. Because the whole machinery is set by Krishna. When? Very long time ago. Anadi karma phale puri bhavarana vajale. This verse by Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, so we have come to this world since a time immemorial, Anadi. So so we have gone through so many lifetimes in the of action and reaction. Rather than finding fault with that person, we should find fault with ourselves. See, Lakshman was very upset with Kaika. And he was very angry actually. And he wanted to, what is that? So he wanted to do something actually. Ram said, no. You don't see Daiva, but you see his actions. You don't see God. Lord Ram is telling, he is God actually. But what is he telling? You will see him by his actions. Till yesterday, Kaika loved me more than the way she loved Bharat. But today she's asking me to go to forest. That is the action of Daiva. God. Bhagavan. Lakshman, if you really ask me, don't find fault with her. The supreme time factor, which represents the Supreme Person, was previously in our favor and not in the favor of demigods. But now that same time factor is against us. How many people think this? I'm the body. Everyone thinks be influenced by Tamogun, three modes, especially Rajagan and Tamona. We think we are this body. So the time Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the first line is actually Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, all the scriptures, they are very well connected. So here, what is his name? Our Bali Maharaj is telling, he's a demon still, he's telling, he knows philosophy. Supreme time factor is represented by Supreme Person is represented by Krishna. The same line is there in Bhagavad Gita. Kalasmi loka kshayakrat pravruttho lokan samahartamiham pravruttha. Time I am Arjuna. I have come to take everything from I have come to take everything from everybody in this world. Krishna takes everything from us, including our own body. Hare Krishna. Time I am. Wow. So our happiness and distress is based on the time factor. But of course, action and reaction. Manyetam kala mishanam anadinidanam vibhum. So the was that Bhishma Devi is telling, you are such pure souls, Pandavas. Why you went through so much suffering? It's the ultimate time factor. So sometimes it's action reaction, sometimes it is, Krishna wanted that to happen. So this whole thing is a Krishna's plan. So that's why you just you follow your dharma. Nitya dharma, naimittika dharma. Nitya dharma means the duty of the soul. Chant your rounds, follow 400 principles, do preaching as much as you can do. Like Mataji is calling all of us to, discuss Bhagavatam. So she is doing her service. So we are also doing our service. That is Nitya Dharma. That is our to protect to realize we are spirit souls. We have to do this every day. Excuse me. Naimitya Dharma, you have to pay mortgage to your home. You have to take care of your children. And though we are not the body, we are living in the body. It has to be taken good care of. So that's whatever you do, pay the bills, repair the car, or go to work, to get the children married. These are all naimittika dharma. Because the dharma connected with the body. We need to execute both. So we have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. But with Krishna in the center, we should execute these two dharmas. But knowing very well, whatever some people are fully absorbed in naimittika dharma only. Increase money, relatives, like every year buy something so that relatives will appreciate you. Yeah. And spiritual life is okay, salam maro bhagwan ko, Hari bol, dandavat, Hare Krishna. Go to temple on Janmashtami time. Yes, you have to prove yourself to the relatives. Enjoy. But trust me, they're also, they're very regulated. But they want to settle here in the material world. Not knowing nothing will come with us. Nobody will come with us. There's a Bhumi Gita. I told many times. Bhumi Gita, Mother Bhumi says, so many kings came. They would always try to control me. But they were swept away by the power of time. Hare Krishna. I'm there as it is. I'm just the same place. So many kings came and left. No one can surpass the time representation of Supreme Personality of Godhead by material power, by the council of ministers, by intelligence, by diplomacy, by fortresses, by mystic mantras, by drugs, by herbs, or by any other means. Hare Krishna. Time. Nobody can steal the time. Nobody can compress the time. Nobody can increase the time. Nobody can slow down the time. Nobody can delay the time. Eastern traditions, they consider time as a destructive force, not like Western traditions. In the East, we consider time as a powerful force. And it's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds are going. Seconds are turning into minutes, into hours, into the days, into the months, and the years, and millenniums. And what is happening? By the power of time, a beautiful, cinema hero or heroine, they have to become grandfather or grandmother, and they have to leave the world. So then, in what is that place? In Europe, so some Santa Maria Church. It is all filled with skeletons. So that monks can understand the temporary nature of the body. Wow. So there is a big board. What is that? The skeletons are telling, you are what we used to be. We are what you will be. I don't know if you understood this. You are what we used to be. The skeleton is telling we used to be like you only. Very busy working. Call the plumber. This is not working. Or increase AC, decrease AC. Yogesh Prabhu raised the hand. Yes, Prabhu, what do you want?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Is it the right time to ask a question?
Yeah, I'll just give a few minutes. And I know it's
Sure.
So, you are what you used to be, what we used to be, and we are what you will be. So nobody can steal, nobody can stop the time. I mean, whenever time concept comes, I love to speak this. I will tell definitely. Previously, being empowered by Providence, you defeated a great number of such followers of Lord Vishnu. But today, those same followers, having defeated us, are roaring in jubilation like lions. Wow! Now, purport is there. Bhagavad Gita mentions 5 causes of defeat or victory. Of these 5, Daiva is most powerful. Nacha Daivat Parambalam. Pali Maharaj knew the secret of how he had formerly been victorious because prudence was in his favor. Now, since that same prudence was not in his favor, there was no possibility of victory. Thus, he very intelligently forbade his associates to fight. In Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, for anything to happen, 5 things are needed. Not that just sit down and meditate and things won't happen. Daivam chaivatra panchamam. So what is that first one? Soul. Adhishtanam tatakarta. That verse, I don't remember, I don't, for the rest of the lines, I don't know. What is the soul? We have a desire. But just me, I want to go to America. You cannot go to America just by thinking it. You have to have an activity. So use your body to go to America. Means make apply interviews and have sufficient qualification, then no, I can do this, I can do that. So then engage your senses. First one is that the soul as a desire. Second one, use the body to realize that desire. Third one is different types of endeavors. Fourth one, so engage your senses to realize that, to fulfill the desire. Means apply, making, then give the interviews and they have to apply H1. Then, even though you are doing diligently all these 4 things, still you cannot come to America. Krishna has to stamp. The super soul, Paramatma is living in your heart. He has to stamp. So somebody said, Adhishtanantakarta Karanam Karanam cha pratakvidam Vividascha Pratakcheshta Daivam Cheva Trapancham. Thank you. Very nice. So when Krishna stamps in the immigration, they'll put the stamp. Then that's how I can come to America. So what is that? Actually, honestly speaking, he's a king of demons. His father was killed by devatas. Naturally, so he's trying to do his duty. But finally, he followed dharma and he gave religious, what is that? He was obliged to his obliged to his dharma. Okay, I don't want to lie. And Vishnu is the one, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As a guru, you should take me to him. You're saying no. Sorry, I reject you. That's a great. What is that? This is a U-turn he has taken. He would have taken the same U-turn if he had met Vishnu before also. But now, so they are coming and killing his soldiers. And that actually Vishnu says, Vamande says, arrest him. Wow. So he's arrested with Varuna ropes. That's even more painful. Right before his wife and his ministers. Sometimes Krishna's tests are very difficult. We are all listening peacefully because it's not happening to us. You know? So the tests become difficult sometimes. But one thing is sure, Krishna doesn't give any test that we cannot handle. That's what I heard in the past. You know? So naturally, Hiranyakashipu became upset when Varadev killed his brother. Vishnu is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he sided with the Devatas. Now he is partial. I'll kill him. So they have this idea. He has the idea. Still, he killed my brother. You know? You see, we are Kali Yuga, Krishna is not, visible with to us. Yeah. Somebody actually came to our temple and said, the wars are happening, he's causing this. He said, Krishna is causing this. I said, no. You guys are causing and, of course, he's sanctioning it. He's a sanctioning authority. But what will he do? You have built so many huge weapons and, you want to press the button, it's all right. He tells also not to do. Things happen in our way. It's Krishna. We are the reason. By my hard work, I became, I got this job. By my hard work, I got into MIT. By my hard work, I got into. By my hard work, I conquered this country. But some people in that war, some people from your country die also. When some people die, God killed them. Hare Krishna. One time, this that is a atheistic nature. One of our monks, actually Garam Prabhu, he was scheduled to give class in MIT. They give 6 to 7 sharp times. So he already went there at 5:30. In his MIT, their the project was not working that day. So 5:30 became 5:40, became 5:50. And finally, the people came in. And 6 o'clock, the person who was actually, they called all the, they called the security, whatever, the person who was supposed to repair it, maintenance. He tried, he fiddled with, finally, at 6:05, he said, no, I think probably God doesn't want this to happen. Wow, amazing. How can you, how can you, portray your inability as God. So it is your inability to rectify it, and you are finding fault with God. Hare Krishna. But here, what is doing? She knew the philosophy. Wow. Earlier, I became victorious because of the same Krishna sanction. Now, everything is being removed from me. That is also Krishna. And when you're working very hard, so much driven, sometimes we don't sit and think of all these things. But when things are, when it's actually, so we all experience that. You go away for a trip, you go to India, or, what is the yatra, or go to some place, then all the things, it's what's called antarmadanam, introspection, self-examination. When we do this, all the things you have done this wrong, you have done this wrong. Otherwise, always says, he is wrong, she is wrong. But what is that you have done, that has triggered their reaction, which eventually it became a reason for the quarrel. So he understood Krishna is in control. And he told his associates, wait, no, don't do anything. Stop. It was painful. because of the bodily absorption. But he said, I think Krishna, because Vamandev was present, that has given him intelligence to act like that. So these are the few things that I just, and please do forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. I'm also conditioned. Any question or comment? Mataji will summarize. Please summarize.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. What a wonderful class, Prabhu. Thank you so much. I have a few notes. You started off with Krishna says, I don't know anyone but my devotee, and my devotee knows no one but me. For sake of devotee, Krishna is willing to even become a beggar, as as in this verse. You said false ego shields or protects our interest. Whenever we assume our interest are being compromised, we get angry. So externally it's mind, but internally it's our ahankar, our false ego. Ahankar makes us identify with the body and identify which is not true. Soul and super soul knows us in and out. Happiness and distress is run by the time factor. With Krishna in center, we should execute our dharma, both the dharmas, and time can't be manipulated in any way. It is the powerful force, and we are aging and forced to leave this body. Then you gave example of skeleton where you said the skeleton is saying you are what we used to be and you will be what we are today. So nobody can stop it. Krishna won't give us the test that we can't handle, and eventually Krishna is in control. Thank you, Prabhu. Please, if there's any corrections, please let me know. Thank you.
Only one line is, soul, we do not know actually. Because three modes, being covered by three modes, we do not know, but only super soul knows us fully. That's the thing.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Very nicely summarized. Thank you much. Any questions? Yes, Yashoda Vatsal Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. I joined maybe 10 minutes late. I was in my previous class. But I was there from the part where you were talking about the curse given by Shukracharya to Bali Maharaj. And I was just thinking about, and even at the end also you said like it's things that you did and you are getting for, results of it. So I wanted to understand first thing is like, little more about this curse. I'm going to say it's a transaction, right? First of all, is it a spiritual transaction or a material transaction, Prabhuji?
Which transaction?
Curse.
I'm sure you know this. What is that? Bali Maharaj, they asked for 4 steps, so 3 steps, 3 pieces of land. And Bali Maharaj agreed, but then Sukracharya intervened and said, no, Sarvasvam Vishnuve Dattva, here this is a Vishnu, he's not a small boy, Brahman boy, don't give. Then, but he already gave. He gave the promise, I'll give. Then he intervened. Then he said, no. I have given my word means I do not violate. I don't want to violate. You know that, right? So he wanted to, actually when Sukracharya quotes, what are the 7 occasions where you can lie? Means you can take back the word. Still he said, no, I'll take back the word. So your question is, this is material or spiritual you're asking, right?
So the curse comes at multiple places in Bhagavatam also and many other scriptures, right? So, and, I don't know if, I was thinking like it's for our purification. One, second part is like, even in our day-to-day world, we have a lot of transactions that are happening, like, internally, explicitly, indirectly or indirectly, we get curses or we curse somebody, without knowing sometimes, like, oh, he did something to me or she did something to me, and all these kind of transactions are constantly going on. And, I wanted to understand the relevance from the spirituality perspective and,
Thank you.
how to take
Yeah.
it. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Answer is, Prabhuji, most of the time, in the material world, when Krishna is not there, then it's material. So nobody curses to please Krishna actually. Curse means you want something to something bad to happen to other person. So that's why curse is material. You may be all, and sometimes what happens, even Parvati cursing Chitraketu Maharaj. And she tells with all, and she wanted to rectify him. She calls him my son. But still she cursed him to become a demon. Because she felt it is her duty to rectify him. And that is only one place I can see. She cursed with good intentions. Whether good intentions or bad. Usually, when cursing happens, it's not good intentions. But here she calls him my son. And she wanted to rectify his behavior. For example, in our homes, families, you should become a dog. Sometimes people curse. When you laugh, because it's not going to happen. They don't have the power. If Bharati is cursing, she is in charge of 3 modes of mental nature. That will happen. But Maharaj Chitraketu, that type of faith on Krishna, nothing happens without the sanction of Krishna. So, most of the time, curses are, actually I can say almost all the time, material. You pray for somebody else, that is benediction. We don't need to even tell them. This is what I conclude, good karma or bad karma. On the very face of it, you cannot tell. You got a green card, oh Krishna, that's good karma. No. Eventually down the line, you will come to know good or bad. Finally, I concluded, anything that brings you closer to Krishna is good. Anything that takes you away from Krishna eventually is bad karma. I hope you understood.
Very well. Yeah, Prabhuji. I've been seeing from childhood, a lot of TV serials and all in that. And we have seen even in the scriptures that, the rishis, they chant day and night and they have some kamandalu with water. And, when they get angry, like Durvas or some, they take out that water and I heard like they use their spiritual potency to curse someone, right? And that reduces their spiritual potency. So even if we are doing the same thing, I think I felt like it's a sad part of it that, we are using our spiritual potency and to, bring some good or bad to others. So
We should not.
yeah,
We have
that's
no
what.
right to, we have no right. That's why, Yasman no dijite loko, loka no dijite che harsham harsha vayodvegar, yomad bhakta sami priya. Krishna is telling in 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita, so don't give trouble to anybody, any living entity. But Jada Bharat was actually, is carrying Maharaj Ravaguna. And is this celebrated soul? And he saw Maharaj Ravaguna was in 3 modes, Rajaguna. But he agreed to carry, he doesn't want to speak. But, on the way he was watching ants. He cannot even, he's seeing super soul in ants and doesn't want to step on them. And Mrugari was a hunter. He was, he was half killing animals, such a sadist he was. But after the association of Narad Muni, Mrugari did not, he was totally changed man. And when he was about to offer obeisance to Narad Muni, he was coming with Parvat Muni. When he was offering obeisances, he was about to offer obeisance, he saw a bunch of ants going and he did not even want to offend them. That should be our nature. So don't offend others. And when somebody offends you, take it as your karma and go forward. Otherwise, like this curses will go on back and back, will go back and forth. So, what is very important is not tabobula. In tabobula, tapas, you're doing tapasya. You'll get some strength. No. But more than that, Krishna is pleased with the behavior. With that fourth canto of Bhagavatam, Vishnu comes and tells Prachetas, I am not more than I'm pleased, more than with you, more than I'm pleased by your relationships, your loving relationships. between you brothers. More than your austerities, I am pleased with your behavior, friendly relationships among you among yourselves. I am not happy with the austerities. And Pruthi Maharaj performed 99 yajnas. Vishnu did not come. But Pruthi Maharaj forgave Indra. And when Brahma came and told him to give it up, was the aggrieved party or suffering party? Pruthi Maharaj. Indra was an upper level. So when anybody comes to A and B are fighting, and A is giving trouble to B, and the father comes and tells B, hey, just chodo. And you tell father, you are telling me, you should tell that guy, he's the one giving me trouble. I'm not doing, I'm sitting in one corner doing my yajnas, and he's thinking, falsely thinking that, I'm the reason, I'm doing this yajnas to usurp his position. No, definitely not. I'm doing these yajnas for the benefit of the world. Brahmaji, go and correct him, not me. He didn't say that. Yes, you are elderly, you are the creator of the, secondary creator of this universe. I will accept. And he obeyed. Immediately Vishnu came. Why did Vishnu didn't come before? The behavior. He forgave him. And he was obliged, by the Brahma. He was obliged by Brahma's words. Behavior. Cursing is never good. That's what I can tell you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Any other question or comment? Anyone has?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, in connection to the question which Prabhuji asked, I just want to say, ask you a similar thing. Like, for example, suppose because of some people, we go through some things in the past, right? So what happens is that even if we don't want, we are like, oh, because of this family, I'm not able to maintain with my sister, or because of her in-laws, or this or that, like something or the allegations keep coming up, and we stay quiet. We don't do anything about it, but inside we are like, agitated, and we are like, oh, if this family was not here only, then me and my sister's family would have been okay. Like, I mean, I'm just talking about past when I was not in Krishna consciousness. But then what happens is, after some time, then, we get busy in our Krishna conscious life and all. And then what happens, suddenly that family who, we were cursing, or we were not, we were like, this thing, not comfortable with them. We came to know that, one person in the member of the family, they got cancer. So then the question comes, oh, so much trouble we went through. Now see, Krishna is making them suffer. So is this a right way to think?
No.
Because, then we start thinking, how come this person has become like this now? And now what has happened, that family which was close to them, they are like, everybody's like, okay, he's in the hospital now. And, so like what happens is we although, I don't know, it's a false ego. Yeah. So, Prabhuji, can you explain a little bit? Should we think like this, or we should not think like this? Because sometimes unknowingly, we, in the past, we have suffered and we've not spoken anything, but inside our heart, given the curses,
No,
that because of.
No,
Yeah.
the answer is no. We should never do that.
Okay.
Actually, no, definitely not. Krishna, we are the reason for our own action and reaction. Others are only instruments. I can give an example. I don't know if you've seen, I have seen myself, one time. You take a big broom, and the broom has a long handle, and you start cleaning. Suddenly you come across a cat, and you try to push the cat with the broom. Cat doesn't see you actually. Cat sees only broom coming closer. Cat starts fighting with the broom actually. Anyone has seen this? I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So cat will raise and start fighting with the the edge of the broom. So but cat doesn't see you very far holding a big broom and with the handle. You are pushing the broom, and cat will be fighting with the broom. Likewise, Krishna, what is that? He will engage based on the three modes. The people who are nearby to us, Krishna, the material energy engages them to inflict suffering on us. Honestly speaking, it's not them, it's Krishna. I mean, it's actually not even Krishna, it is our reaction.
Own
That's
karma.
So that is our reaction, our karma, exactly. So, honestly speaking, we should never think like that. Second thing is, when somebody is going through that, if you really pray for them, they are your enemies in the past, you know. First of all, we should not think anybody as our enemy. Maharaj Yudhishthira never considered Duryodhana as enemy. But Duryodhana considered. That is his misfortune. So when somebody is going, we have some, you have some people are thinking you are their enemy and they are going through something like cancer, you should pray for them.
Yes.
You should sincerely pray for them. You know, what is that in Sri Sampradaya or there's an example, and there is an example in our Sampradaya also. Vasudeva Datta, he said, my Lord, give me suffering for all the living entities, not just universe. I mean, not just the planet, Earth planet, everyone. Give me the suffering of all the people to me. I'll go to hell eternally, but taking them back to Godhead. Wow, what a personality. Amazing.
Yes.
Kuresh, Kuratalwan, he prayed, Ranganath, my Lord, that person who removed my eyes, that Kolatunga Chola, the king, Chola king, his name is Kolatunga, you should send him back to Godhead. Krishna comes and asks, what do you want? My Lord, you send him back to Godhead. Krishna, Ranganath Swami, Vishnu, Krishna says, hey, that guy, he offended so many devotees. He killed many devotees, and if for what he has done, he should suffer. Are you sure? Yes, my Lord. If you have any love for me, send him back to Godhead today. Wow, Hare Krishna. Okay, next day again, Ramana tells, Kuresh, pray again. They removed your eyes. I wanted to come and help me in my preaching. You don't have eyes, suffering. And second again. So he prayed again, Krishna asked, what do you want? Krishna is responding to him because of Guru's prayers. So, my Lord, my minister is the one who told the king to remove my eyes. He's listening to my minister, Chatugram. He removed my eyes. You have any love for me? My minister should go back to Godhead today. Really? Such a cruel person, And he was your minister, and later he acted against you, and you want him to go back to Godhead? Yes, my Lord, today. All right. You want anything else? Means Krishna is asking, ask for eyes. No, I don't want anything. Wow. Govind. Amazing. Haridas Thakur, Haridas Thakur was actually, Lord Chaitanya says this in Mahaprakash Leela. Haridas Thakur, what is that? They were beating him to death, 22 marketplaces. And Lord Chaitanya said, Lord Chaitanya did not even appear in this world that time. Lord Chaitanya was sitting in, Vaikunta. I want to release Sudarshan Chakra and cut off the head of all the perpetrators who were actually offending you, trying to kill you. But Haridas, I could not, I became bound by your affection for them. You are praying, my Lord, they know not, they don't know what they're doing. Please protect them. So protect them, please forgive them. Don't kill them. And if I kill them, that will cause more pain to you than what you are going through by their beatings. That's why I became helpless. But I couldn't see, them beating you. Then what I did, I cover myself. I cover your body with my body, and I received all those beatings. And Lord Chaitanya removed the chadar, and the whatever they bet with the whip, all the whip marks were there on that. Wow, that is Krishna. So if you have somebody, who consider us as their enemies, they are inimical to us. One lecture I heard, my spiritual master says, you are so fortunate to have that type of people. Pray for them. Give them the best things. You'll make a lot of progress. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can I share something?
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Prabhu, for last few days, like my husband and I, we were both like talking about someone who offended us, and we were thinking about it. We didn't speak about it to anyone, and we were just talking about just forgiving. And last evening in Bhagavad Gita class, Mataji, without me asking, our speaker Mataji said, instead of we always think about we should not offend others, we should not offend others, but we should also focus on I should not get offended. I should not take if someone does because when you get offended, you you speak or you do things to hurt the other person. So the root is us getting offended by what other person does or says. So we should also focus and work on how we don't get offended by anything what other person does. And I felt that was so powerful, Prabhu.
Amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat.
Anyone wants to add anything? Otherwise, we'll end it.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada Guru Maharaj. Thank you for such a wonderful lecture. I don't have a question. I just wanted to share when you were talking about time and how we look at time. I was just thinking about when we were very new to Krishna consciousness. I still consider myself very new, but uh, there were very senior members in our family. Some of them had said that, why are you trying to get into spirituality at this age? This is not for you. This is for older people. And their conception was based on time, right? Their conception was that this is not the right time for you because you're not old enough to remember Krishna. And over the years, with association of devotees, listening from senior disciples, I've just realized that uh, there is no right time, honestly. I mean, even when we started to to become more favorable towards Krishna consciousness, we were also very late, because it is very difficult, even with our regular sadhana, it is very difficult to remember the Lord when leaving the body. So what to speak of when you're not doing any of this preparation for the end of your life, and then suddenly how are you going to remember Krishna? So I just wanted to share that. I was reflecting that on that, when you were talking about time, and if you could speak to that a little bit, maybe, like how urgent, what should the urgency of taking up to Krishna consciousness be?
Today, Prahlad says, Kaumarat acharat prajño dharman bhagavataniha durlabam manush janmam tadyapi adaram artadam. So we should take up Krishna consciousness as early as 5. Prahlad says, and see, so what the parents are telling, abhi pehle bhogna hai. Take up Krishna consciousness when you are 70, when everything, your body we cannot see properly, we cannot walk properly, knee pains are there. That is when you take up Krishna consciousness. So lead the life dynamically, Bhagavad Gita tells. What dynamism we can lead, what dynamism we can apply in our life when we are 70. So India has these two misconceptions about Indians have this misconception about spirituality. One, spirituality is a retirement program. Two, you have to give up everything. One Mataji told, mom and dad, I'm getting initiated. No, you're taking sannyas. Ladies, no sannyas. I'm not taking sannyas. I'm getting initiated. No. So Indians don't even know initiation. So मैं दीक्षित हो रहा हूँ. अरे दीक्षित means they are for them sannyas only. No. So then eventually, she got initiated and she got married also. Then they understood. Oh, okay, something. So India also, the degradation did not happen in the West. Degradation happened everywhere in the world, including India, actually. In fact, certain areas, So the degradation is everywhere, So it's if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. So means these are all rooted in one thing, as I said in the beginning. You are this body. The parents are telling, I am this body, you are this body. What is mother's affection for the child? Eat nicely, sleep nicely. means you're pushing them in a bodily consciousness. Okay, 20 days, 20 years, 15 years, it's okay. Child is 7 years, it's okay. But child becomes 50 also, mother says, no, achhi beta, achhi tarah khalo. Achhi tarah bhogna hai. Hey, you're pushing them in the bodily consciousness. Annamaya platform, that's the lowest level actually. That is what's called ignorance, avidya, sarira bhavana. Usse mukta hona hai. So that's why, oh, there is nothing wrong feeding. There is nothing wrong eating gulab jamuns also. It is prasad. Because why not? Body, though we are living in the body, so giving nourishment to the body, there is nothing wrong. But you think the Sayeva Gokara, Dehatma Buddhi, Prabhupada speaks, actually Prabhupada, why Prabhupada was so sad? देहात्म बुद्धि यस्य आत्म बुद्धि कुणपेत्र दातिके स्वादिषु कलत्रादिषु भौम युध्यति यत्तीर्थ बुद्धि सलेन करहिचित जनेषु अभिज्ञेषु सयेव गोखरा. So anybody who thinks the body as a soul, anybody who thinks the children and all family members are the byproducts of his body, they are mine, and people go to holy place of pilgrimage to take bath, but they don't want to hear from the sadhus. There is a mentality of cow and ass. Hare Krishna. What a heavy statement. They are like cow and ass, Bhagavatam is telling. So the point is, we need to make an endeavor from, okay, whatever is the age, you come to know this at the age of 50, you should become Krishna conscious today. Better late than never. I'll tell you example actually. I used to live in West Virginia near Vrindavan. And one day, one person came from India, wife and husband came to attend the delivery of their daughter. So Indians, they feel bored, because so America is a lonely country actually. So this person told his wife, nearby there is a temple, I heard, let me go there. Delivery happens in the 9th month, after 9 months only. So he came to our place and devotees preached to him. And that person was stunned. This is the goal of life. He was already 56, maybe 60 years, because his daughter is, he's going to become grandparents, grandfather. You can't believe the way he took up Krishna consciousness. When long weekend, memorial weekend, many people would come to New Vrindavan, he would tell everyone, sir, my life is wasted. My life is wasted. I just came to Krishna consciousness just few days ago. Please don't waste your life. Nobody will come with you. Nothing will come with you. Not the bank account, not the family members. ये पहले साधना करते रहो. आधा घंटा बाथरूम में बिता रहा है देह साफ करने के लिए, आधा घंटा बाहर बिताइए हृदय साफ करने के लिए. भगवान का नाम जप करते हृदय साफ करने के लिए बाहर बिताइए. And he would regret and preach. Many people, they took up Krishna consciousness because of his regret. You're understanding?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
That's that I can tell. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
And nothing is there, we'll end it here. Or anyone wants to add anything? That's fine. Otherwise, we'll end it. I think we'll end it.
So Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Ananta Koshi
Vaishnav
Jai. Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai.
Assembled devotees ki jai.
Jai.
Dandavat
Thank you,
pranam.
Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.